The SEC is bringing down crypto, but Bitcoiners could not care less. Look at the transfer volume to exchanges. If you wanted to sell your Bitcoin now, you probably would be sending it to an exchange, maybe not Binance or Coinbase. But if you wanted to cash out, we would see this line here going up, and it's not moving at all. So even though the price of Bitcoin also gets somewhat pulled down with the rest of all of those altcoin crashes, especially the long-term holders, they simply just stay on the sidelines. Look at this, the realized profit and loss to exchanges again for Bitcoin. Nothing is moving here. A big crash during the Luna collapse, a big crash during FTX. The SEC is doing nothing here. Bitcoiners simply just keep holding. Here's another expression of this. Percent of long-term holder balance sent to exchanges. No red spike here either. And so why do we even see the Bitcoin price falling somewhat with the altcoins? Why is there even correlation? The only uncertainty is around altcoins. The SEC said already officially Bitcoin is a commodity. Bitcoin stays untouched. Why is Bitcoin even falling a little bit? Shouldn't it even rise, right? Because people might be going from the altcoins to Bitcoin. Why is it also coming down slightly? It's not the long-term holders. It's only short-term supply that's speculating very rapidly on news. Look at this. This is breaking down the exchange inflow by cohort. Cohort meaning how long have people held Bitcoin. And red is very short term, blue is very long term. Zero blue over here, mainly red only. So maybe these are simply just quant traders, right? People that in general think there is a correlation between the assets. I am betting directionally with the altcoins, and that might be depressing Bitcoin. But that's the good news, right? Fundamentally, the diamond hands stay diamond. They are not going anywhere. There is a floor for Bitcoin. It's only the short-term, very speculative capital that's depressing the Bitcoin price somewhat. But if you can withstand some volatility and some ups and downs, and this is apparently the characteristics of the current long-term holders, then you can simply just wait this out one more time. It's just another crisis, and we can't say this for sure for altcoins, or especially for a particular altcoin, but for Bitcoin we can be relatively safe that there will be light at the end of the tunnel one day. The inflation rate of Bitcoin is way lower than of fiat. There are no regulatory risks around it. And so with continued money printing for fiat and an ever shrinking liquid supply for Bitcoin, Bitcoin also gets mined and increases in supply. But the long-term holders are eating more of that Bitcoin up than is being printed. With that decreasing supply for Bitcoin, the increasing supply for fiat, we will see over the years, over the many cycles, Bitcoin likely going to hit new all-time highs once again. The long-term holders are only selling when Bitcoin is rallying to new heights. Right? Look at this. A lot of blue here when Bitcoin was rallying from $400 to $20,000. A lot of blue here when Bitcoin was again rallying to 40 and then to 60,000. The current SEC lawsuits against Coinbase and Binance have zero impact on Bitcoin. Bitcoin investors stay put. The fundamentals are sound.